We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to... line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And Howell will throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And shedding through the tackle. And he's out right at the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. Here's Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. Daniels looking to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now Kelly running left. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first.
It's now 4th and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this time he is in. Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Howell. He completes this to Walker. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Another throw for Howell. And going right back to Hamler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Powell. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw. Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. A give left side, Kelly. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Howell. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Seahawks, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing here, Howell. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Howell down to throw it. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Powell. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. K.J. Hamler. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Powell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell changing the play here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm. And they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They need 12 here. It's third down. They go play action. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Howell from the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Come on, set, ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Hal's going to mix it up here. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Here's 1st down. They run again with Walker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Straight ahead, Walker. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now they'll audible to something else. On the handoff, this is Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
They could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Powell to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.